So Mumbles and William were outside today to talk about nature with kids, apparently to improve biodiversity. And let me tell you, it's a complete disaster. It's a complete disaster. I'm telling you, it's a total disaster. I'm not even making this up. Well, Kate wanted to trend. She is, but for the wrong reasons. It is so bad. So first and foremost, it's because of the neglect. So there's a video that's going viral, and literally this woman is neglecting kids. Anyway, have a look.
This is all open. I'm sorry.
You know, the UK media likes portraying Kate as a mother. You'll think she'd have those motherly instincts and literally surrender her umbrella, like give her umbrella to the kids. But she couldn't. There's a teacher there who grabbed about 5 kids under her umbrella. Yet Kate is standing there like a clown. Does not even know what to do. Because why? She does not want to ruin her wig or extensions. And here's the thing. People are saying William took a run for it. The minute it started raining, William ran inside the building. And people are like, if it were Meghan and Harry, you know, in a heartbeat, they would have given the umbrellas to these kids. Because there's a video that's resurfacing about Meghan when she was so concerned. She was seen so concerned about kids who were performing for them and they did not have umbrellas. Yes, they did have the raincoats on, but Meghan still wanted them to have umbrellas. That is who Meghan is. That is who Harry is. And then yet, the UK media will tell you how Kate is an amazing mom. Kate, if you're a mother, the first thing you do is to protect these kids, no? Like you'll be, because these are kids, they're literally babies. They get sick when they get rained on. And mind you, when that happens, that is more medical expenses. Healthcare is super expensive. It's crazy right now. People are barely getting by. You think this woman with her 2 brain cells should do the right thing and give them their her umbrella or something, but no. She could care. She just looks like a clown confused, like in a circus. She does not even know what to do. Holding on, clinging on to that umbrella because she does not want to ruin her extensions. She does not want to ruin her wig. And the way the internet is so pissed at that, the internet is pissed. It's like, what? And the audacity for them to say that Meghan is not a good mom. When Meghan literally, that's why I keep telling you, Meghan and Harry, they care about people. It's not a photo op, because we know with William and Kate, they pulled out these kids from school for PR and it was a disaster. Where is William? Do you guys see William in that video? Where is William? Because apparently, based on everything that's going on social media, people are saying he took a run for it. What a coward. Like, that man ran and went inside and left these poor kids. And I saw people saying, where are their parents? Like, if a teacher can pull 5 kids under her umbrella, Kate could have done the same, but she looks like a clown. She did. Look at her. And let me tell you something. We know if this was Meghan on Harry, oh my God. The way the UK media will attack Meghan for that, it's next level. But look at Kate. She would rather protect her wig and her extensions than give out her umbrella. Yet these are the people you claim, oh, they're amazing, they're awesome. What is awesome about this too? If they don't even care about kids, you expect them to care about any other thing? And you expect me to believe they're good parents? Because as a parent, like, the motherly instincts kicked in. I've seen that so many times all over social media, even with my parents or any other person's parent. It kicks in so fast. Like, let me protect, even if it's not your child, because it's just motherly instincts. You run so fast because you're like, these are kids. They get sick. They're so young. For us, we can be able to, start. If you get a cold, you're able to endure it. What about a kid? So people are not happy on the internet, guys, and I'm also not happy about that, because I feel so bad for those kids. And a lot of people have seen comments saying about healthcare. Healthcare is so expensive. Yet you think it could do something. Like, the least she could have done is literally give them her umbrella, or like bring kids in, like as many as she could. But she was just standing there, confused, smiling. Anyway, guys, let me get to the comments. Lisa says, the fact that neither of them offered to put those kids under their umbrellas. Alex says, well, we know at least 2 people who would have given up their umbrellas to shield those poor children, no matter how much they got soaked themselves. There's proof on the internet somewhere, I'm sure. Very true. Robin says, cancel and reschedule or move the event indoors. DJ says, not one of those adults have any sense. Could they have taken this PR photo inside? Snackersim says, and she just stands there instead of insisting they move it indoors. I know, right? That's what is so infuriating. She's just standing there. Movie says, she also looks bedraggled. Who is advising this folk? She looks utterly exhausted. Honestly, it's just performative cruelty now. As for whatever that is on her head, Lord have mercy on our eyes. We can't unsee it. Let her retire in peace or admit she's not okay. Jeez. Zainab says, Harry and Meghan would immediately give the umbrellas to these kids. I remember Harry gave his umbrella to a child in Australia and in New Zealand while kids were singing. Meghan asked to give the kids umbrellas. Despite that, the kids were wearing rain jackets and capes. Sussex says, my kids should have been there because I would have walked right over and snatched that wig off her head like, stop playing with mines. When those babies get sick, it's their mama carrying the burden while that useless woman floats around living off free money and free healthcare. Diane says, she couldn't even offer the kids her umbrella. Right. Kay says, why not give the children the umbrellas or taking them inside? They're just standing there in the pouring rain. Candle says, the way I would have huddled those kids under my umbrella or to a dry place. Megan says, well, the future of the monarchy is looking more grim by the hour. Desert says, so no parental instincts kicked in to help the kids in any way? None at all. A royal priesthood says, the world just stood and let those babies get drenched. And it's so embarrassing. AK says, why is she just standing there? Get those kids under some covers instead of just standing there talking to them. Meghan would never. I agree, never. Mumbi says, seriously, who doesn't walk those babies to the shelter? How is that something they don't understand? Are they stupid, selfish, or just totally uncaring for the life of anyone else? Honestly, they're all three. They're stupid, they're foolish, and uncaring. The J says she's more concerned about keeping that wig dry than she is about those kids. Katie says, what the hell? Leo says, if this had happened to Meghan, the headline will be horror moment. Meghan lets kids get wet in the rain. But as this woman held on to her umbrella to protect her bad hair extensions from the water, the headlines will be Kate, the rain princess. She and kids had a fun time in the rain. Lol, true, I can see that. Meghan says, look at Wang standing away from the kids holding an umbrella and Princess Wiggy holding an umbrella, looking confused as hell why those poor babies getting soaked. Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex would never. They would have covered them babies and got them out of the rain real quick. Dasha says, Willie and Wiggy are... Willie and Wiggy really are the worst. That's a new nickname, guys. That's a new nickname. Wiggy. Matilda says, what the F is Kate thinking? She's a mother. Right. Leo says, she had a mission. Save those bad extensions or wig from the water. What does it matter if a couple of commoner kids get wet? Plus, she'll never stop trying to overshadow that photo of a certain couple sharing an umbrella. So she'll never let go of her umbrella. Lol. And then Not My King says, Republic Group, sadly there were not enough umbrellas for the props. Yeah. Chloe says, to be fair, maybe she had to give back the wig after the day and she wanted the deposit back. Tamron says, haha, Mrs. Aliyah's future of the monarchy, watching and smiling sheepishly as the kids scream under the rain, all to protect herself and her wig. I never had any expectations from William, so no shock there. SK says, teacher in pink pulled in about 5 kids under her umbrella. Kate couldn't even bother to pull any kid in her umbrella. William completely kept out of it, just watching on. This is beyond ridiculous. It's a cruel way they use their privilege. They are too important to shelter kids from rain. Funny what they do when they know cameras aren't rolling. Absolutely shameful, but not surprising. So guys, that's the upload. There are so many comments that are being dragged. I cannot put them all in this video because I also want your thoughts on this. Let me know what you think about this. Give this video a thumbs up. Remember to hit that subscribe button. I'm Emerald, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.